Peace and love, family. Welcome back to the Hope, the HOPE, Helping Our People Elevate. This is the channel where we dive into the buried truths and untold stories of our people. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join us as we continue uncovering history that they don't want you to know. To all my returning viewers, as I always say, welcome back, family. Today, we honor the life and legacy of Reverend Isaac Simmons, a land-owning black minister from Mississippi who was murdered in cold blood in 1944. His story is one of faith, resistance, and the violent price of black prosperity in Jim Crow South. Let's get into it. Peace and love, family.
On behalf of Akuno Sankofa Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We're trying to help our people elevate. Hope. HOPE. We're giving them hope. We doing what we gotta do, you know. Every day, one step at a time, man. We're gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Sometimes I practice focus, thought, and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate. And seeking knowledge make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day, make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that, my flesh can pass away.
Reverend Isaac Simmons was born around 1880, just 15 years after the end of slavery. He came from a proud and determined family that in 1887 managed to purchase more than 270 acres of land in Amite County, Mississippi, a rare and powerful achievement for a black family in the Deep South. He became a respected Christian minister, preaching regularly to a tight-knit congregation. Simmons was known as a leader who believed deeply in community, family, and stewardship. His land wasn't just property, it was a symbol of legacy, dignity, and independence. By the 1940s, the Simmons family was thriving. They farmed it, logged timber, and passed down knowledge across generations. At a time when many black people were sharecropping under oppressive conditions, Isaac Simmons was an owner, a threat to the white status quo. During this time, land meant wealth, freedom, and political power, but it also made black landowners targets. And rumors soon began to swirl. Some believed that Simmons' land had oil underneath it. White neighbors began to challenge the Simmons family's ownership, falsely claiming that they didn't have the correct paperwork. One day in March of 1944, Isaac was told to stop working the land, but he refused. He stood firm in his rights. That defiance would cost him his life. On March 26, 1944, Isaac Simmons was kidnapped by a group of white men. He was beaten, shot in the head, and had his tongue cut out. This was a symbolic act meant to silence his voice forever. The attackers were identified, and yet no convictions were ever made. The case, like so many others, involving white violence against black victims, was ignored by the legal system. Terrified and grieving, the Simmons family fled Mississippi. Soon after, the land was seized, sold, and reportedly to someone connected to the very man who killed him. His death was not just a murder, it was a land theft wrapped in racial terrorism. Reverend Simmons was one of the thousands of black landowners who were pushed off their property by threats, violence, and fraud. According to research, black families in the early 20th century lost millions of acres, valued in billions today. His story was almost forgotten, but in recent years, organizations like the Equal Justice Initiative and ProPublica have begun to shine a light on his case. They have documented how the murders were tied to a larger system that used violence to destroy black wealth. This isn't just history. Land loss and stolen wealth still affects black families today. Reverend Simmons' story reminds us that black ownership has always been revolutionary and dangerous to those who profit from oppression. We honor his legacy not only by telling his story, but by fighting for justice, land restoration, and generational wealth for our people. If you learned something new today, please like, comment, and share this video so others can learn about Reverend Isaac Simmons and the ongoing fight for black land justice. Subscribe to the Helping Our People Elevate, where we tell the stories that were buried but not broken. Peace and love, family.